Okay, welcome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Well, let me start here by introducing myself. My name is Aussie Villain, and it is my tremendous honour to be unveiled today as the new manager of Bala Town Football Club. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a few questions here. So yeah. Yes, Hugh Stiffington of the Bala Times. Can you tell us, Aussie, what do you know of our great club? Yeah, mate, look, not much to be honest. I did briefly follow the team back in FM20. Is Codling still here? He's not? Oh, damn, that's a shame. Yeah, it's Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist. Now listen here, mate, I could have been sent to Manchester to follow Pep Guardiola's football, but instead I'm here in North Wales following your bloody career. You better make this worth my while, mate. Okay, mate, I think there's a question in there somewhere. Well, look, my ultimate goal here at Bala Town is to win the Champions League with the club. So I'm going to say, yeah, mate, it's definitely going to be worth your while. Are you serious, mate? Yeah, why wouldn't I be serious? What are you all laughing at? Just you mark my words, people, I will win the Champions League with Bala Town. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 1 of Bala Town, and I'm excited for this one. Despite what the press thinks, we are going to try and win the Champions League with the club. Maybe, hopefully, we're going to try and win the Champions League with this club. It's going to take a long time, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe if you do like what you see, so that you know, well, you can follow along. And I think you've got to ring the bell to get the notifications of when I upload. But this will be, hopefully, well, the plan is a daily save, Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. GMT, British time, whatever. GMT changes in the summertime, doesn't it? And we will probably still be going in the summertime. But let's have a look here. We have been confirmed as the club's new manager. Now, I did manage this team briefly back in FM12. So everything, I'm sure, has changed a lot since then. Let's have a quick look here. Players at the end of their contract. We can see here that, I mean, there's some really good players here. Age is perhaps a problem with a few of them, but yeah, we'll worry about contracts once we have had a look at how we play and who we have and all that kind of stuff. We'll do tactics off camera. And here we go. Let's have a quick look here at what's expected. Now, we are expected to sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. That's not a problem. Work within a budget. I imagine the budget is going to be relatively strict. And I imagine we're also a semi-professional club. That's going to need to change because it's difficult to win the Champions League as a semi-professional club. This season, we're expected to qualify for the Europa League. So we are obviously a decent Welsh team. Now, it may surprise you, I'm not an expert on Welsh football. So I don't really know too much about Bala Town, how they are currently. We're expected to reach semi-finals of 2 cups as well, the Welsh Cup and the Welsh League Cup, and my contract expires at the end of the year. Hopefully we'll be able to extend that. And it looks as though moving forward, we're expected to be sort of a top, was it 2, 3, probably 3, top 3 in the Europa League, wouldn't it, in Wales? 1 into the Champions League, the other next 2 maybe. Maybe 3 if we're lucky. Now, it's TNS, isn't it? Technical Network Solutions or whatever it is. They are the professional team and they will be our nemesis for the start here. Transfer window in progress. We've signed, we signed Lewis Robles. We want to have a look and see what we have available to us here in just a second. Not the best finishing, good first touch, decent pace, so we'll see what we can get from him. And we'll worry about all this sort of stuff off camera. Now, let's start with the club as a whole before we get to, let's start with finances. We've got a little bit of money to spend. We're pretty much at our wage budget. We are at our wage budget. We've got £3 a week to spend, so I'll buy a coffee on a Saturday, and that'll be the end of that. Yeah, so not too much. If we look at the club info here, Nathan Burke is our captain. We'll go and have a look at him in just a second here as well. We have a 3,000 capacity stadium, synthetic turf, which isn't ideal. No idea how you say that. Mayers Tegrid, maybe. I tell you what, I like the name though. It's not just like it's sort of a unique name. It's an old club. 1880 it was founded. Semi-professional, as I suspected, might be the case. Anything else here? Who are our rivals? We don't have any fierce rivals. We have a derby against Bangor City. We've got Corwin, never heard of them. Ruthin, never heard of them. And Bangor City. So Bangor City, they're the big ones, aren't they, for us? It would appear. Let's have a look at the facilities. Now, I do have sort of a basic game plan here. And that is, we don't have much by way of facilities. My plan here, I mean, the first thing we need to do is we need to be trying to get into Europe. So we need to be a good Welsh team to get the European money to then upgrade all of our facilities. I think the youth recruitment, we're going to have a really good academy to be able to do this. Just to be able to compete, we have to obviously be getting our own good players through, but then be able to sell players on to get the money to then sort of build things up. We obviously need to have a new stadium at some point, maybe I don't know how big we can expand our current stadium. But yeah, facilities there are going to need a little bit of work. Let's go and have a look at the squad and see what we have available to us here. Are we in positional order? It looks like we are, more or less. So we've got Ashley Morris as a goalkeeper. I tell you what, that's decent. 34, so maybe not a long-term solution, but he is definitely going to be able to get a job done for us here. Andrew Burns, transfer listed. Not bad, to be honest. 26. I don't hate him as a sort of defensive right back. Sean Kelly, decent enough as well. Now, Johnny Spittle, I'm not sure about the name, but he's okay. He's got room to grow there as well. Now, of course, as a semi-professional club, whether players will develop under us it's going to depend if they're playing or not, I would imagine. Now, another plan I do have, Valentine, our senior player, it looks like international day, 8 under 21 caps, so technically, Evan Horwood, hello Evan Horwood, look at that. He's a very, very good, we can use him as a fullback or a winger. Could be a very, very important player for us. Sean Smith as well. One thing I do want to try and do as early as possible is try and get a sort of an affiliation. Lasagna Mendez, he looks quite good as well. We do have a foreign player, which is excellent. Till Brexit hits, then we might have a problem. Nathan Burke, now he was the captain, wasn't he? Nathan Burke. Good leadership, good teamwork. So yeah, happy to have him there. Joe Edwards as well. Yeah, not sure about Joe, to be honest. Lee Molyneux. We'll ignore the obvious Wolves connections there and move on. Yes, I would like to try and get sort of an affiliation with either Swansea or Cardiff City, ideally. Denny Grosset, I guess, or Grosset. If you want to butcher the names, like I will butcher names, by the way. That's just kind of how it goes. Chris Venables, now he was a high, yeah, he is. Hello, Chris Venables. Hopefully we can keep him as long as possible. He looks like he's going to be a star for us, isn't he? Henry Jones, sorry, another good player. I tell you what, we've got some attacking midfielders, don't we? Look at that. Midfield's going to be a strength. Now, striking, I'm already seeing that could be a problem for us, especially since 2 of them are transfer listed. So maybe Lewis is just that good that the others are just like, I'm never going to play here, so I'm just going to give up now. So there we go. I tell you what, we've got some decent players there, I think. We can be competitive. Let's go and have a look at our current youth team here and see, do we have anything coming through? Just the one, just Callan Rogers, who is a right midfielder. He can jump. That's about it, though. Yeah, so might send him out a load. Yeah, well, there we go. So not too much coming through the academy. Do we have any other... what do I want to do here? I want to go to see if we had any affiliations already. It's here, isn't it? Do we have any affiliates? It doesn't look as though we do. Oh no, we do have a couple. We've got they're local. They're just local stuff, though, isn't it? So it's not. It's nothing too major. Let's see if we can get a senior affiliate club. If we can get good players without their costs. What do we want to see here? We can be left behind by our rivals. Oh, there we go. So I've got a little bit of pull already. My reputation precedes me here clearly. So that'll be good if we can get a senior affiliate, even one of the Scottish clubs, maybe like a Celtic or a Rangers, or even, to be honest, a Hearts or anybody, Aberdeen, somebody. Give me an affiliate club that we can get some players in without having to pay their wages. That would be nice. I'm not quite sure how we're going to play as of yet. Let's have a quick look at the squad depth. I think striking is something we're going to have to look to sign. We're okay in wide areas. I don't usually play a 4-4-2, to be honest. We're going to need to get a backup keeper in as well, aren't we? But I mean, we've got to have the 2 central midfielders with Jones and Venables. That looks like that's a must. Molyneux is quite good. And it was Evan Horwood, wasn't it, that was quite good as well. So we'll have to have a sort of bit of a play around and see exactly what we can do with those available to us. We do have a little bit of wiggle room here in terms of staff. We don't have any recruitment, and we have a head physio. That's about it. So we're going to have to do some work on that. Let's go meet the staff, though, see what we have here. Where are we here? Steve Fisher is our assistant. Okay. I'm not sure he's going to stay, if I'm honest. Very good. He's very good at discipline. We'll put him maybe in charge of detention. Valentine here now. Let's have a look at his staff profile as a coach. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Coaching could do with an upgrade. Our under-19s manager is... I mean, he doesn't even want to be a manager. What are we doing with our staff at this club? I won't want to be a manager. Edwards, you're the manager of the youth team, mate. Yeah, so we might have a... It's not bad, to be fair. His coaching lets him down. And Andy Kelly, I don't know, to be completely honest, that we need an under-19s manager and a coach for one player who may or may not go out on loan. So that might be something we can work on as well. But the coaching attributes here are shocking. Again, he actually wouldn't be a bad manager because he's got the man management. He can work with youngsters, but it's just, yeah, there we go. Okay, so the plan from here, what we're going to do is we're going to play ahead here a little bit. We're July 22nd. We've got this Welsh Cup second round game coming up on the 9th, so about 2 weeks away, maybe 2.5 weeks away. I'm going to play through to then now. We're going to see if we can get any signings in, and then we will be back. We'll get the season underway this episode against Bangor City FC. It's going to be a derby, hopefully. Hopefully they win and we can play them. So I will see you in just a second. Okay, welcome back, and it's got off to a very, very poor start our time at Bala Town. Chris Venables, one of our star players, is out for 2 to 3 months with broken ribs. Wrexham have made enemies, very, very powerful enemies to be. They're not too powerful just yet, but injured him in a friendly. In the 86th minute of a friendly, they broke his friggin' ribs. Unbelievable. And just as a reminder, he is one of our key players. We really, really were going to be relying on him this season, and we're going to be missing him essentially until about Christmas time. So that is a devastating blow. A devastating blow. He's been at this club for a little bit of time now, and he's obviously, you can see they're one of the key players. A very, very good Welsh Premier League player by looks of things as well. 155 goals from midfield. So that is, as I said, a devastating blow to start things off. Now, we are about to play our first competitive game for Bala Town against Bangor City. We're actually at home. We haven't signed anybody as of yet. A couple of offers have come in for players that were transfer listed. I've since taken them off the transfer list. But as you can see, we've got a couple of offers in there for scouts. What we have done is we have improved the coaching situation ever so slightly. We have a new assistant manager, Johnny Mullins. You can see he's slightly better coaching attributes, but I've just sort of gone for mentality because I think that's pretty much where we can get the best coaches, and we'll just have to kind of deal with this situation. It's still better than what was it Fisher, the old guy's name? So that is what it is. And Roy's Wiggins, again, you can see we've gone for mental attributes there, and technically he is still an improvement, but not really what we want as ideally what we want for coaches. But not too bad, and can actually judge a player a little bit as well. So maybe we can move him into the scouting department as our coaching improves, because our scouts are not that good. Definitely not that good. We do have a head scout. Now we do get a chief scout in Jamie Bellamy. I believe it's Craig's third cousin removed. He's a terrible scout, but he's our chief scout and we love him for it. So he'll be here for this season, and then we will hopefully move him on very, very briskly and get somebody in who actually knows what a scouting report is. But that's pretty much all we've had time to do. I'm not too concerned because there is still some time before the transfer window closes. So yeah, that just kind of is what it is. But we are the favourites for this one, somewhat surprisingly. And if we have a look at the scouting report, they are a Pedro Pasculi coach team, an Argentine coach in Wales. Now I've heard of everything. So there we go. I'm not quite sure how he found his way to Wales. It looks like he's sort of on a tour of Europe. He's doing his own journeyman. Search the Pedro Pasquale channel, I guess, to see where he's going next. They're an attacking passing team, and we don't have any data analysis reports, obviously, so we don't know what to expect from them. And this is basically what we've settled on as a formation. We don't have good strength up top, so we could only really play one striker. I was sort of settling in on this sort of a formation because we could have played Henry Jones out wide and had Venables in the number 10 role. But when we're missing, I mean, these players are all out of position, so don't sort of pay too much attention to how they look there. But with Venables out of action, that really limits us. So we're just trying to play players in their natural positions right now, and this is kind of what we've landed on. Ashley Morris is the goalkeeper. He's our only option right now, so it's pretty much it's his shirt to. Well, even if he wants to lose it, he can't. He has to play there. Horwood is going to be the left back. Very, very good player, and hopefully he will do a good job for us. We've settled on a centre pairing of Stuart Jones to start with, and also Spittle. So that's who we've got in the middle there, with Burns as the right back. I think he's a decent right back. I'll be honest. Burke is the captain still, and he will be in the sort of the anchorman role. Midfield, we've got Molyneux, who's an inverted winger. I've never used an inverted winger before, so let's see how he goes. Grousset in central midfield, along with new vice-captain Henry Jones. I'm trying to sort of loosen him up to sign a contract extension at the end of the season. Right now, he just refuses to do so, but I'm hoping if he's vice-captain, maybe it'll endear him to the club and he'll want to stay. He's on £750 a week, which is a lot of our budget, though. Leslie is going to go as a left winger in this one. He's a decent player. Lots of 8s, 9s, and 10s there. So I think he'll do an okay job for us. And we're going to go with Hayes up top, basically because he's the best finisher. He's got decent composure as well. So yeah, we're just going to go with our boy Hazy up top. So we can see the way they're coming up to line up here against us. I really don't know what to expect here. We did play a few friendlies. We lost to Sheffield Wednesday under 23s. What are we going to say this? Show me what you can do, lads. It's your first chance to impress me. Just go out there, show me what you can do. Yeah, we lost to Sheffield Wednesday under 23s quite heavily. We beat Telford United quite heavily, and then we drew 0-0 with Wrexham. The bastards from Wrexham who have broken Venables for us. So that just is where we are right now. Let's go and fix things up here a little bit. Let's increase this match speed, and let's get behind the goal for replays and just key highlights only, please. Game, I think that's everything we usually do. And let's get this game underway. We're 20-odd seconds in. It doesn't look like anything has happened as of yet. To be honest, I've never played in this sort of 4-5-1 formation before. I'm hoping it's not going to be too defensive. I'm hoping we'll still get men forward. We should be able to. Here we go with Leslie. This is looking like there is no real kickoff highlights. There's a good ball in there for Johnny Hayes. It's not Johnny Hayes. It's Mike Hayes. He's offside. Oh, it was a really, really good pass. And how close was that? It can only be inches. Surely we're not going to quite see it. It's a little ways. He's come back onside. That's part of the offside rule. I think it should be like rugby where you can play yourself back on. I've always thought that, but anyway, it was offside, and technically by the rules, and I guess if we're going by the rules, then it was offside. But a decent start nonetheless. Now, the reason I was playing friendlies, everybody was relatively match fit. It was just to try and get them used to the way that we want to play. Ideally, I think we want to try and sort of keep possession, play out of the back, and sort of try and dominate games that way. That's typically the way that I like to play the games. We've kind of let a man go there. It should be okay, though. Horwood has picked up the loose ball. Back for Morris. And we've given the ball away there. Morris, you're going to be better than that, please, mate. Oh, can we get that? Not quite. We've won that, though. Putting good pressure on them. We are trying to counter-press them. Of course, they are a passing team. Not give them time to play with the ball. Here we go with Jones. That's a decent ball up there for Leslie. Can he get across in? Hayes is lurking. He's headed away. It's still there. Grosset back for Jones. Oh, Henry Jones. It's a stunner for our first goal for the club. It's 25 yards out, and Henry Jones, take a bow, mate. That was a little bit special. 1-0 up against Bangor City. Let's not forget these bastards are our big rivals, so we really want to take them down. And look at that. Look at the bend on that from Jones. A star is born. Why aren't you signing a new contract? I've already offered him one. Him and Venables are both up at the end of the year. I've offered them both contracts. They both rejected. We'll wear him down, though. We'll wear him down. Especially Jones at only 25. There's obviously a chance there he could really lead us on. And Johnny Spittle gets his name on the score sheet as well. We're 2-0 up. And we're only 24 minutes into our time at Bala Town. Excellent stuff. Good header at the near post, and I tell you what, number 4 there, who's that? He's Jones. It must be another Jones, Jones Jr., the lesser Jones, in terms of the way we want to play, as almost got away with a little offside there, I think, to be honest. All right, here we go again. I'm loving this 4-5-1. We're looking a really, really good team. I am trying to sort of scout plays. Molyneux stuck one in as well. Oh, it's 3-0, and it is a cakewalk against Bangor City. I hope things toughen up a little bit for us, or else, we might be winning this Champions League in the first 3 or 4 seasons here. But we definitely look at class above Bangor City on this day. Now, it is just the Welsh League Cup. I don't know how seriously they're taking it. We've sort of put out our strongest team just to basically have a look at them and see exactly what we have. So it may well be that they're not taking it too seriously. We are expected to make the semi-finals, and there's one back. We're going to have to work on defending corners, clearly. The lesser Jones looks like he might be at fault for that one as well. What's happened here? He's gone up and he's missed his header, and it's Spittle. He giveth the goal, he taketh away. That's all right, though. It's 3-1, and it's still a really good position to be in. Obviously, ideally, we wouldn't have conceded that goal late there. But don't get complacent here, boys. Let's keep it going. Who's lost confidence there? Molyneux. No need to lose confidence, mate. You're fine. Grosset, I tell you what, he's quietly had a good game, hasn't he? 3 assists for him. Let's get a little bit more out of Nathan Burke here. Your captain, mate. You've got to be leading by example. And let's see if we can get a little bit more out of Horwood as well, who I have big expectations for. And the keeper hasn't done too much wrong, but we'll tell him he has anyway. And the striker hasn't done much wrong, hasn't had much of a chance, though. He's running around, he's working hard up there. We might look to give Robles or Robles a go in the second half here. Try him up front, see if we get any sort of better results from him. Let's give them some praise here, see if we can kick on with this a little bit in the second half. But to be honest, 3-0, we've done our hard work. Let's make that change up front and give Robles the game. Now, can he play as a pressing forward? More or less he can, so let's see how he goes. Here we go from the corner. Grosset. It's a decent ball into again to the back post. And again, we've stuck it away. And Louis Robles gives us a 4-goal lead. And it's on debut. There we go. Looks a decent signing already. I'll take credit for that one then. But look at that. Good ball to the back post. Another good header. 4-0. That is definitely now job done. And yeah, the Lakesiders go marching on here. Let's hold off praising them here. Another good ball there for Leslie. Pulls. Tried to pull it back. Couldn't quite get it past the defender, though. We've kept possession. Keep the pressure on. Here we go. Burke for Horwood. Back for Burke. What are we going to do with this? Do let me know, too, what you think of this formation. If you think there's another way we could be playing. I think if we could get another decent striking option in, we could perhaps look to go to like a 4-4-2, maybe a narrow diamond that we've used in the past. Here we go with Leslie. Can he pull it back? He goes himself. And maybe a little bit selfish there. Because we could have Jones at the head of a diamond, maybe Burke at the back. We wouldn't want to be too narrow, though, because we do want to try and get Molyneux in the team. That's the thing, isn't he? He's a good player. He's one of our better players. So, yeah, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. Let's give Mendes a game in midfield. Let's rise as one. Actually, no, let's leave Grosset on. Let's give Jones a rest. His condition's a little bit low. Yeah, I mean, Grosset has assisted all 4 goals. What a performance that is from him. And still 2 minutes to go, so it's not an end of game here. Burke hacks one forward. It's picked up there by the Bengal defence. Molyneux wins a header in there for Robles. Robles turns into space. That was nicely done. It's got men getting forward. It's all very slow motion, isn't it? It's the end of the game. We're all tired. Here we go with Leslie. What can Leslie do? Goes back for Horwood. In there for Mendes. Nice first time ball for Leslie. Robles. Burke. Molyneux. He's playing as an inverted winger. We've got Burns on the overlap. That's what we want to see from him. Nice ball there for Molyneux. Back at the edge of the area. He goes for Robles. And Robles sticks away his second. And then the route is complete at 5-1. An excellent start to our time at Bangor City. I was a little bit nervous ahead of this one because we were changing a lot of the way that they play, with short passing and lowering the tempo to try and keep possession. But it's worked a treat, hasn't it? We've looked really, really good. That is the way we're looking to play, being more disciplined, just because we are new and we want to try and keep things a little bit simple. But I think it's worked out really, really well. Well, it obviously has, because we're winning 5-1. That's a really, really good start to our time at the club. Very, very happy with that. And let's give it a passionate, well done, boys. And on we go. So there we go, 5-star Bala Town triumph into the hat for the next round. Robles makes an effort on debut there. It was Leslie and Mendes were the other debutants. As far as I'm concerned, they're all debutants. And Grosset, 4 assists, 10 key passes. I tell you what, Venables who, if he's going to keep that up, that was sensational stuff. Alright guys, but that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Make sure you ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes. We'll be back every weekday, Monday to Friday, 7 PM with Bala Town. I think what we'll do is we'll come back at the end of the transfer window once we've had a chance. We are scouting players with our one scout right now to see what we can find. And we'll come back, I think, tomorrow for Penny Bont in the league, and then our first look at the New Saints as well. Yeah, so that'll be a major test. We'll really get an idea of how we're going to do in that one. But that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.